You're doing push-ups wrong. It's not your technique, and it's not the number of reps. The entire approach is wrong. While you train this way, up to 60% of your muscle fibers may not even be fully engaged. You work hard, you get tired, but a large part of the muscle is basically resting. Soviet sports scientists solved this problem back in the 1970s. With one simple change, they learned how to activate the muscle almost completely using the same body weight and the same exercise. Today I'll show you how it works, and at the end I'll reveal the most important part: why this principle changes not only your push-ups but almost every exercise you perform. First, let's look at why normal push-ups don't work as well as they should. Down in 1 second, up in 1 second, 20 repetitions. You're tired, so you assume you worked hard. Sound familiar? The problem isn't a lack of effort. The problem is that fast repetitions mainly train endurance, your muscle's ability to keep working for a long time. That's useful, but it isn't what builds maximum strength and size. For muscle growth, you need something else. Maximum tension, through a full range of motion with complete control. This is exactly what Soviet researchers focused on. Yuri Verkhoshansky, a Soviet sports scientist, developed methods of strength training that are still studied in sports universities today. He explained the idea with one simple phrase: you train quantity. We train tension. So what does that actually mean? Your muscles are made up of thousands of individual fibers. Your nervous system decides how many of them to activate at any given moment. Under normal conditions, your body only uses a portion of them. Your body tries to save energy, but when you move slowly and create maximum tension throughout your body, your nervous system is forced to activate more muscle fibers. Because slow, controlled movement under load requires much more effort than fast repetitions. Research in neuromuscular physiology supports this idea. Slow movements focused on tension create greater motor unit recruitment compared to faster repetitions with the same weight. More muscle fibers working means a stronger signal for growth. It's not magic, it's physiology. The second principle is total body tension. Most people doing push-ups think only about their chest and arms, but there's an effect called irradiation. Tension in one part of the body can increase the strength potential of nearby muscles. The more muscles work together at the same time, the stronger each individual muscle can become. Try this right now. Make a fist and squeeze as hard as you can. Now squeeze your fist again, but this time tighten your glutes, your abs, and your shoulders at the same time, your entire body. Did you feel it? Your fist became stronger even though you didn't change anything in your hand. That's exactly what total body tension does in push-ups. Soviet athletes used this technique in every repetition. The third principle, and this is the most interesting one: isometric holds at your weakest point. Every exercise has a sticking point, the hardest position in the range of motion, the place where you struggle the most. In a push-up, it's usually around a 90-degree angle in your elbows, right in the middle of the movement. That's exactly where most people speed up to get through the difficult part. The Soviet method suggested doing the opposite. Stop right there. Why? I'll explain in a minute. First, let me show you what this looks like in practice. By the way, we already covered a similar principle in a video about static holds, things like planks, Superman holds, and wall sits. If you haven't watched it, there's a link in the description. It explains the foundation behind all of this. Now here's the actual protocol, the basic exercise. Get into a push-up position. Before you start, create maximum tension throughout your entire body. Squeeze your glutes, tighten your abs as if you're preparing for a punch. Spread your fingers and push them firmly into the floor. Keep your legs tight and active. Lower yourself down for 5 seconds, slowly with complete control. Hold the bottom position for 3 seconds. Do not relax. Maintain full body tension, then push back up. Again, 5 seconds. That's 1 repetition, a full 13 seconds. A regular push-up takes about 1 second. The difference in difficulty is obvious. Your goal is 5 to 8 of these controlled repetitions, not 50. 5 slow repetitions with maximum tension will give you more than 50 fast ones. Try it and you'll see. Advanced variation. The isometric hold. Lower yourself until your elbows are around a 90-degree angle. The middle position, the point where the exercise feels the hardest. Now you understand why stopping here is so effective. This is your sticking point, the weakest position in your push-up. By holding this position for 30 to 60 seconds, you strengthen exactly the point where you usually fail. After this type of training, normal push-ups become noticeably easier through that difficult part. Hold for 30 to 60 seconds. Maximum tension throughout your entire body. Rest for 2 minutes. Do 3 to 5 sets twice a week. But what about endurance? Will I lose it? No. There is a simple principle in physiology. Strength transfers into endurance. The opposite works much less effectively. A person who builds a strength foundation can quickly develop endurance when needed, but someone who only trains endurance will build strength much more slowly. Start by building your foundation. Once you have it, adding more repetitions becomes much easier. In my Telegram channel, I already explained how to apply this same principle to pull-ups and dips. With weekly progression, the link is in the description. And finally, the thing I mentioned at the beginning. Why does this principle change not only push-ups? Most people train the movement itself. They simply move their body from point A to point B, again and again, year after year. But muscles don't grow because of movement. They grow because of tension under load. Slow down any exercise. Create tension. Feel the muscle working. It will change everything you do in your training. Your body isn't built through more volume. It's built through quality tension. Stop counting. Start forging.